Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your support to this channel. Without you, we would have been where we are today. If you're watching us for the first time, please take a second or two and subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you whenever we release a video like this. You can also help us further by sharing our videos so that it can reach many people. And on this particular one, kindly give us many likes. Again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I don't take your support for granted. If there is one politician who's being discussed now, is Babu Owino. Paul Ongele, I understand is his real name. Babu Owino is a man on a mission. He reminds me of what Raila Odinga used to say, that you cannot stop an idea whose time has come. I don't know whether his time has come, but if you ask me, I believe that Babu Owino's time is now. And Babu Owino himself is making certain movements that are very, very suggestive. Today, in less than 2 weeks, they are with Kalonzo Musyoka. While it is very common and a normal ideology for politicians to meet during church or luncheon or campaigns, for Babu Owino, his moves are a special case. Babu Owino shared this on his X handle. Together with Kalonzo Musyoka, we received spiritual nourishment at the Anointed Christian Fellowship Church at Koruri, Kiambaa in Kiambu County. So they went for a fellowship service there. Who were there? Because Kalonzo Musyoka reveals the people he went with to Karuri. And this is what Kalonzo says. Bishop Margaret Wangari, you have laid your hands on Senators Enoch Wambua, Agnes Mudhama, MPs Babu Owino and Stephen Muley, and Jubilee Party members present, and we have experienced the anointing on Banana Hill. Now, they were there under the umbrella of Azimio, and from ODM, I think it was only Babu Owino. From the Jubilee side, Kalonzo didn't mention, but he just said together with the Jubilee members. So the other members are members of the Wiper community. This is the first time they are meeting Kalonzo. You saw this photo where Babu Owino and Kalonzo, it is like they shocked the nation or something, like I said. That was not enough. There was a time they met with Junet Mohammed and Joho and Ledama Lekina. When photos were finally shared, Ledama said this, ni sisi tumemaliza mkutano, chama iko imara. So you look at Babu's movement, you realize that one, when he met Ledama Lekina and Junet, they were meeting as ODM members. When he went to meet Kalonzo, now he was expanding that meeting to Azimio. And that is why I'm saying that when it is very normal for politicians to meet, Babu Owino is on a mission. And you cannot stop a man on a mission. And if you ask me, Babu Owino has got about 3 things at stake that he wants to demand. The reason why people feel that Babu Owino's time has come, or he is a special case, he himself had said that now that Raila has declared his intent for the AU Commission chairman, then it means that there must be a takeover. That is what Babu said, and at some point, I think he was joking around, that he even doesn't want that takeover to be seamless. It could even be, chaotic, but what he wants is that he must be on the table when people are discussing matters Azimio and how to move forward with all these parties in the absence of Raila Odinga. If you ask me, what are some of these stakes that Babu Owino has in heart that he wants to defend? Because if you look at Babu Owino, he's been a member of parliament for Embakasi East for a two term now of 10 years. And if you listen to those who are around him, Babu Owino is an ambitious man. Right from the time he was the student leader at the Nairobi University, and he plunged into, now this chaotic politics, the murky waters of our national politics, and he took it from under very tight circumstances. Now, Babu Owino, realizing that Raila is, going for the EU seat, he understands one thing: sooner or later, Raila will be out of active politics. That is something that we know. So, what are some of these things? Number one, Babu Owino knows that people love him. He has endeared himself with the people because of his charisma, sharpness, and the way he's brave. And people have told him that should Baba decide to hang the boots, then we see no other but you. And Babu Owino knows very well that in politics, you don't wait for it to be given, you have to grab it. So he knows that the moment Baba will be away, two things will happen or shall happen. One, ODM will be up for grabs. Don't quote me wrong, because Raila has said that it will be in the hands of Joho and Oparanya by the virtue of the fact that they are the deputy party leaders. But those are positions that are given. It must be coupled with the people who follow you. And if you see the two leaders, they are capable, both Oparanya and Joho, in terms of regional balancing, courage, and charisma. But Babu Owino also knows that in the event that Babu is not there, they must share that ODM seat. They must be there on the table, controlling the masses. Number two, Babu understands well that the Luo Nyanza politics will change and they will start looking for leaders. Most likely, they will be investing on younger leaders. And Babu knows very well that his name is featuring as number one as potential head apparel, those who can inherit the Nyanza votes. With that, he's getting ready. And he knows very well that you cannot take over power as a solo guitarist. You cannot be a one-man guitar. You have to embrace your fellow politicians. That is why he was together with people like Ledama. For Kalonzo Musyoka, Babu understands that should Raila get out of the way, then Raila had indicated that it might be Kalonzo who will lead Azimio. Should Kalonzo be the one who shall inherit the mantle, then Babu Owino is meeting Kalonzo for one deputy president, because that will be up for grabs. It will be either Paranya, it will be Babu, it will be Eugene, it will be Joho. People will be there, and at the negotiating table, people will discuss, people will disagree, they will hit the tables, but finally, even chairs can be thrown, but it won't be chaotic. Finally, they will have to agree. Some people will have to walk out in protest, but finally they will agree. And it is on that table that Babu wants to be as a deputy president. Number two, Babu has indicated that he's got an appetite to become the governor of Nairobi. He knows that he's not the only one. Already we have the Westlands Member of Parliament, Tim Wanyonyi, gearing himself. Raila has said as much. Ida has approved of his candidature, but as usual, Babu knows that it is not a must that it will be Tim Wanyonyi, because even in the last election, Tim Wanyonyi had, was ready for this seat, but because of the realignments, it was given to Polycarp Igathe. Who knows? Because the political tidings keep on changing. Politics is dynamic. And Babu knows well that you start mapema ndio best, then people know what you want. Should Kalonzo be the one who will be contesting as a president, then they will be doing regional balancing, and he might decide that if he does not fall for the deputy presidency, then he will fall for the governor. And that is why he's embracing these people, ladies and gentlemen. And so when I see Babu Owino meeting Kalonzo, meeting all these other leaders, I know very well that he's getting ready. Because in politics, you all know, once there is a powerhouse, a de facto leader like Raila Amolo Odinga, people will be quiet. But feathers will start ruffling the moment Raila will go. And I know that some people will not like it. There is a lot of the fear of unknown. Number one, those who used to make a lot of noise about Raila, the rebels, they are afraid that if should Raila go, the job, they will have no other job. Ni kazi itakuwa imeisha. And they, in fact, according to them, they would rather have Raila in town so that they can insult him, they can look for his moves and criticize, because by doing that, that is the only way they earn the sympathy of William Ruto. The moment Raila is gone, or should Raila decide to work together with Ruto, it will be a game over for them. There is another category that always depend on Raila to endorse them. And you know, if you walk around, especially in the ODM zones, watu wanasema round hii lazima ukuje tuambie ni nini unataka kufanya. And that is what is happening. So ladies and gentlemen, Babu's move is one that, to me, is the best way to go. A young, ambitious man, so that he also get ready to be on the political table for all these political realignments come 2027. I don't know what you think, but that is my take.